Logano.
Well, once again, a very good Saturday evening across Southwest Louisiana, and it's still a very warm to hot afternoon and evening outside. Check out these temperatures where we're basically into the low 90s for most locations, 92 Jennings, 91 over in Sulphur. The only exception to these temperatures are if you're, for one, at the immediate coast where we have an 87-degree temperature in Cameron, or farther north where we've seen a little bit more rain closer to Fort Johnston with a temperature of 85 degrees. Now, with that being said, we just don't have a whole lot of rainfall across Southwest Louisiana with only a few showers basically over in parts of Beauregard Parish. These are mostly isolated in nature, and while I can't rule out maybe an additional isolated shower or two to pop up before sunset, I just don't think we'll see that much rain. So to get relief from the temperatures, it's really going to take until we get after sunset for some of these heat indices to fall back down. So that brings us to tomorrow, where it's going to be a warm, humid start to the day. And yeah, you guessed it, it's going to be another hot one by the afternoon. Even by lunch hour, we may see these heat indices push 100 degrees. By the middle part of the afternoon, I think they'll range again between 105 to 110 degrees, maybe a bit higher than that in a few locations. So please continue to use a lot of caution outdoors, stay hydrated, wear loose clothing, and ultimately maybe try to stay indoors the best you can. There's also a chance again of maybe seeing an isolated couple of showers or thunderstorms during the afternoon. Higher chances this time around maybe closer to the coastline along the Seabreeze and Cameron Parish, since we'll have more northerly winds in place tomorrow. But overall, rain is looking like more of a typical summertime pattern over the next couple of days or so. In fact, by Monday, we may throw in a weak cold front just to our north. Don't get excited. We're not expecting a big cool down by any means. However, something that could do by Monday afternoon is perhaps give us a better coverage of showers and storms by the late afternoon or the early evening hours, with more of a typical summertime pattern just kicking in place for the rest of the week after that. Now, here is a look at the tropics, where we have no shortage of things to talk about here. Watching a couple of waves, one off the coast of Africa which could develop. There's also this wave over the Yucatan Peninsula that could develop away from Southwest Louisiana. What we're keeping a bit of a closer eye on, though, is now Hurricane Beryl. It's really become quite organized over the last day or so, and it's continuing to strengthen as it moves off to a west-northwesterly track, so that's going to bring it over the Lesser Antilles, perhaps as a major hurricane. With that being said, though, as it continues into the Caribbean, there's still plenty of spread in the tracks here, and it's far too early to know whether there's any sort of potential threat to the Gulf of Mexico. So we don't have anything to worry about here in Southwest Louisiana right now. Of course, we'll let you know if anything changes. But what we are more concerned with are those temperatures. We're likely to remain in the mid-90s both tomorrow and probably Monday, Morgan. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be inside again.
Team AC, Team AC.
Yes, 100%. Thank you, Max. Coming up, we have more of our 7